actually am appreciated that I have the phone. It's that, to me, it doesn't matter about the quality. It's about the quality. Like, I was doing my best to stay focused on my grind so you can utilize your stuff and do your stuff. And there was an ecosystem there, and it was working. And it was working, and it did work. And then we went straight into the trap, and I figured you'd be more resilient, yet you weren't. But yet, a part of me feels like, no, wait. I think she's playing the game. I think she's playing the game really closely, and she has to say these things in order for them to get the ability in their mind to help her, or else they won't help her. And she doesn't want to jeopardize the kids or her well-being or her social hierarchy within her or their ecosystem. So she must hold true to whatever she presents to them under whatever light that will benefit her and therefore the kids. And that's, that's survival. So you can't hate that. I mean, you can get butthurt because, but I mean, if you don't know, it's like you're not seeing me in the camera right now. That's the metaphor. But when I give you my full focus, I give you my full focus. That's the truth. Like when I'm here and I'm present with you, that's the only place I'm gonna be. There is no other place for me to be except right here, right now, present with you, talking through you through this technologically advanced thingamajig that we call reality and technology, etc. I'm present. You can't out-present me ever. Period. End of story. That's it. So now that I see the surroundings, now that I see the duality, and I see the conversation at hand, I see where this is going, and I see that I must be resilient. I must stand my ground, and I will act upon this new gift that I've been given. I've been given a gift, and this gift that I've been given is to just say, you know what? I can go back to the habitual BS, whatever, etc., or I can take this opportunity and just do something completely motherfucking diferente. That's what I'm gonna do. Because Jesus loves me, and He loves you too. You know what I mean? And you're a God, and I'm a God, and kiwis are delicious. And you know what I mean? And I got a pair of these. You know what I mean? I got a pair, and they're yummy. You know what I mean? They're yummy. They're yummy. And you gotta eat healthy. And you gotta fast. And you gotta exercise. And you gotta work out. And you gotta stretch and network. And I've been put in a position where I got food stamps. I got a government phone. I've never asked for a handout. I never asked for a reach out, ever, from the government. I feel a mixture of white beard and a mixture of the revolutionary dragon from One Piece, and a little bit like Ace and Sabo every now and then, the way that life is going. I fluctuate between those four characters right now, and seeing their ideologies and their cardinal points, and I listen to Key and Peele, and I agree that it's now or never, and if before I was being humble and polite and genuinely present and putting others' needs before me, but still finding a way to get my needs met, but then not actually getting my needs met, just respectfully putting it aside, because I would just digest that and turn it into energy so I can focus on other things. Is I really know that we did manifest and can manifest that which we do. And the thing about life is you have to flow, and you have to believe, and you have to be present and decompress and trust in your partner, in your friendships, in your comrades. Because what I needed genuinely was just somewhere where, okay, it takes me a moment sometimes to get into the but then once I get rolling, you know what I mean? And I keep going. So I'm good with that too. Yet some other people have a more sense of anxiety or sense of urgency or haste in a different way than the kind of haste that I use. I use haste in like reflective, like those moments of clarity, of being able to just know what to do in that moment. That's my kind of haste. Not the haste of the acting without consciousness, but even though then it becomes kind of the same kind of haste, but only willingness to trust in the instinct of your haste. Because when you're woke and you're in moksha perception existence and you're washing dishes, you were also washing dishes when you weren't woke and you just had to wash dishes. But the only difference is that when you're over here, you're more present. You're more actually in that moment and remembering the conversations and the promises and the loyalties that you made to the people that you want. So, I accept my responsibility for being, caught up in the culture. Now, I was out here mostly for the part on my own, in Austin on my own, making new comrades, making new friendships. And I have made new friendships, I have made new comrades, support systems. Now I'm in a different gear of life where now I'm going to start welding these friendships and creating a chain, a unity, a community to build a foundation for creative endeavors that will propel and accelerate and create and influence and inspire and change or revolutionize the art industry, the creative industry, the culinary industry, the substantial market industry, the real estate industry, these industries that, the art industry, the wine industry, the food industry, like these industries that they're all connected and they're all part of who I am. It just starts with small stuff. So I have my two small things that I'm starting right now that I want to focus on right now. Being a creator and being a student. And right now I have a perfect chance to be a student. So I'm gonna be a student of my chosen career. And the way the law of attraction works for me, from what I see, this next part I can't share with you guys until I have fruits. Then I can share with the fruit. You know what I mean? I can only show you the results. I'm a scientist, I'm an alchemist behind the scenes. And this is me, the presentation. Right now I can present to you this, what I have right now, because this aura, confidence, and this Shiva consciousness that I have now is something unshakable that has been building. And it was propelled into high gear because of the past happenings that I won't quite get into, because there is still other conversations that have to happen for me to conclude my thoughts on all those other events. But as of now, I know that where I was going, where I was at, was going to lead to this eventually, and of course till now. Only it seemed that this was the optimal timeline for this to have happened. So then this happened. And I have a Ganesha out there, a red Ganesha. If anyone ever finds it, please return it back to me somewhere in Dallas. A red Ganesha, Ganesh, Ganapatiya, the ruler of Ganas. He was red and he was on a three-legged toad, not a mouse, a three-legged toad. So if you find that out there in Dallas, my sister says she has it, but I think that it might be a different thing than I think she thinks that it might be. But if she is thinking that it is the same thing that I'm thinking, then hell yeah. But if I'm thinking that it might not be the same thing that I'm thinking, then, well, at least she found something else that's mine and I'm going to hold on to and cherish. Well, long story short, if you live in Dallas and in Buckner, and if you're off that little river right there where that little apartments are on South Buckner, 2700, etc. That little area, there's a Ganesh out there. It might have gone thrown away. It might be out there. Maybe myself. Anyways, I kind of feel like talking too much about Ganesh. I really like that piece because it's rare and it's a three-legged toad. And if you find it and it's rare, you can keep it fine. Whatever. I let go. Because now I'm treating everybody like a son, or like a nephew, or like an uncle, or like grandpa, or like an auntie, or like a teacher. Now I'm more Shiva conscious and willing to take action, even though this action might mean separation of past habits and past beliefs and past ideas and like this other thing that's really tugging my mind is like I'm in love, you know, and I'm also aware of this timeline, and I'm having different dreams and I'm having different consciousness. So I need help. You too. Maybe you put in the comments. What do you think I should do? I think I know what I should do. I should just trust my gut and just activate. Because it's like variance. It's like poker. It's like does she have the aces? She doesn't have aces. I have the aces. I don't know if she make a full house. She can make a full house. I think the best that she got is what? A flush, a straight flush. So I have to have a higher straight flush, or I have to have a royal flush to beat her. And the way I see it, I do. And it's not like to beat her to win, but Mother Nature's gonna test you. You know, she's gonna push you around if you let her. But you have to, you know, you gotta wrangle her and give her shape. You know, make her a beautiful stone, or wrangle her and make art. Like we're alchemists. We give Mother Nature shape, and then she takes care of us. Like this backpack. It was given to me at the REI people. You know, this clothes was given to me by a local church and non-profit. High quality stuff, you know? Because if I was gonna be houseless for a while, might as well let it be one of the best places you can be houseless in. Washington, right? Right? Like it all makes sense. I had to convince myself to stop eating. That's how much food they were giving me on all these different houses and shelters and shit. I was like, oh my god, there's so much food. And my body was like, oh, like wait a minute. My body was like, it was. Then we had an inner conversation. Like, bro, chill. So then I fasted 3 days. Just got water, and then I just rewired my brain. I said, all right. For there, you lost a little like, well, this is survival. Like you never know. Like, bro, like you're by yourself now, and that's full circle to what I'm talking about. You're by yourself. Like, just treat it as you're by yourself. This is the truth. You know what I mean? Like,